I'd now like to ask SI Kathmandu to come on the stage with their details about their project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning and namaste. Before going on to the presentation, I'd like to say something before. There is no friend like a sister in a calm and a stormy weather to cheer one on a tedious way. This is a poem I like, and this kind of sums up the kind of support we received after the earthquake, and from Soroptimist International globally. And we in Nepal, when we in Nepal were struggling in the aftermath of a disaster. Therefore, I'd like to thank each and every member of all the clubs who supported us by sending us money, relief materials, and more than that, sending us their prayers. Everything we could do, as it is shown in the presentation, was because of this global support we had with us. And I would also like to thank SIGBI, especially Program Director Barbara Dixon, for recognizing our work. As a very young club, it is very inspiring to us. And also I'd like to thank a few people who made it possible for me to come here. That's Margaret Baker, Sue and Jason Williams, Grace Scott, and all the lovely ladies of SI Paisley. You all rock. So moving on to the presentation, our work this year was like, we continued doing the same thing we did last year, but then the earthquake happened and it literally shook everything. So we have kind of divided the projects we did before the earthquake, and the earthquake thing we are doing, and our future project, which will be based on reconstruction work. So we were continuing with our Educate Girls to Lead project. We started with 5 girls, now we have 19. And we did some counseling program at school. It was basically health program, and it focused on violence against women. And then we did some free health camps, especially related to sexual and reproductive health, and some dental camps. But then the April earthquake happened, and we were in complete mess. So everything we did was on need basis, and we've tried to categorize the things we did in these categories you can see. So right after the earthquake, it took us few days to get ourselves organized, and then we started. The first thing was to food and shelter. For the first thing was food and shelter. So we started gathering whatever we could, and we ran off to different parts of mostly affected areas around Nepal. So we are very proud to say that we reached 1,000 families, which is around 5,000 people with our work. So you can see some of the pictures. These are the, and it was not like, it's not that easy to travel after the earthquake. There were many landslides, and I'm so proud to say that our team, despite their safety, they didn't even hesitate to go towards the places that was really, really affected by earthquake. And in some of the places, we had no vehicle. We had to carry things with ourselves. And some of the places we were stuck, we couldn't take our vehicle, so we had to call people from remotest part of the villages to meet us. So far, we did manage to do a few things. And so these are some glimpses from what we did. And another important thing we did was rapid visual damage assessment, which helped us to form our further program. And after this, what we could do is we found out that many schools in Nepal were affected. So our next set of work went into rebuilding school. It is only temporary schools, but we managed to build 7 schools and two of which we did through our club, and 5 we collaborated with other organizations, and it has been set up, and we are running it. We also did we have some counselors as a member in our club, and we did some counseling work as well. We had member come over from SI Jakarta who helped us run a training of trainers on counseling and trauma healing. And we distributed materials to school, and we helped them set up temporary buildings. And like I was saying, that out of 7 schools, 2 schools is funded by Soroptimist Kathmandu, and we have been to almost all of the places for the inauguration. But so that's one of the kind of thing we are making, which is very temporary. And recently, we are also doing health counseling and sanitary pack distribution. So we had a lovely team from Malaysia coming over. So we took them to the schools, and they did it with us. And I really want to focus on our future project because we are still in need of a lot of help. And I'd like to say that there are ILO report in 2001 said that there are around 12,000 children being trafficked to India every year from Nepal. And after this earthquake, we know that it is getting worse. Sorry. And one of the things in our club, what we thought is if we want children out of trafficking, we have to put them into schools. And because so many schools in Nepal, it has been destroyed. There are more than 1,200,000 buildings were destroyed because of this earthquake. And most of the schools in the rural area in 14 districts, it has been turned into complete rubble. So that leaves a huge number of children out of school, and especially girls who are more vulnerable to trafficking. So our future project is on building a school for children where we're thinking of building a boarding school where the children, they don't have to worry about shelter and going back, because as they have lost their houses, they don't have to worry about where they are going to go back after the school finishes. So we are planning to collaborate with one of the schools back in home, and so we're thinking of building a school where this other organization will run the school, will rent them out our property, and everything that we earn from as a rent will go into educating our children. So it's kind of a sustainable model, so that we don't have to ask money every year to run the school. So this is our future project, and we have received many help so far. And I'd also through this platform, I'd also like to say that we are looking for help because this is going to be a very big project. So we would need as much as help we can gather. Therefore, if clubs from this federation, if you are interested to work with us, we very much welcome you all. And thank you.